Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. First of all, I just wanted to say again a huge thank you. I had enormous amount of emails and messages of all you guys obviously worrying about me and my family and what's been happening with the storm. First of all things, you might have seen some of the images I showed, and unfortunately the girls are the ones really that are suffering with the PTSD after the storm. It's been battering us for 2 days. As you can see, the worst of it is over, but it's still rather windy. Our poor girls, bad enough going through the mold. As you can see, this was normally happens in the winter. They lose all their feathers. They basically stayed for 2 days pretty much inside their coop because of the sound of the wind and everything else. So they're the ones that really come out the worst from the whole situation, unfortunately, and obviously the flood in their coop as well. But I just wanted to pick up a camera and guys, and show you. We have obviously suffered the damage, probably not as much as some other people, luckily, but nonetheless, I know many of you wanted to sort of have a look and see what's been happening. So let me just turn the camera around, guys, and I'll show you around. So guys, we'll start from here. As you can see, the flooding has now gone away. You can see kind of debris on the ground there. We have a lot of debris further around where we had the majority. This is what was left of the greenhouse. We had literally the panels flying out pretty much everywhere. Some of them have been smashing. As you can see, the shattered glass. Luckily, we have had the toughened glass, so it shatters into pieces rather than being everywhere. I've lost quite a few panels. Either lost some on the roof. Generally, there's stuff being about, flying about everywhere. All of the stuff here, you can see a lot of debris and tide marks. Literally, I was all the way into my up to the ankles in water, and including the chicken coop. Unfortunately, luckily, it's all gone away. But as you can see, again, all the dirt, all the stuff, and this is my. You might remember me building this with Mr. Daniel. This is my winter vegetable bed. Obviously, the force of wind totally just ripped it off of the wood there. You can see is obviously just the force of the whole thing just totally annihilated that, and can't lie, it is upsetting. Obviously it costed money and time and effort to do that. I've had my first cabbage in there. You can't see that there. Luckily it's still standing, but obviously they are a little bit battered. There is literally stuff everywhere. Everything flew over from God knows where, to be fair. The chicken coop got really battered. All the plastic came off. The greenhouse, I have holes. I have glass everywhere. It's still super windy. There's literally bits everywhere. Everything's like a disaster. We lost panels on the back. We have some. You can see some of them still kind of attached, but the fence over there, all of those panels are now loose. You probably can see that, so that's a lot of fixing to do. Yes, the chicken run is all flooded. It was all full of water. All their food was floating out of everywhere. Really horrible. And the girls really didn't want to come out into that because, well, chickens don't particularly like water. So there we are. Unfortunately, this is what we have to deal with. So yes, guys, this is it. There is a lot of, expensive fixings to be made with the greenhouse. With everything else, to be fair, as well. The chickens will have to be, flooring have to be changed, because you can imagine all that debris, all that water underneath is not particularly that good. So a lot of things to be done. What have we learned from that? To be fair, it's a very difficult one, guys. With the preparedness, we've been prepared in terms of power cuts, things like this. That wasn't really bothering us. What you never really prepare is for the amount of damage you end up having on the outside. And luckily, we haven't had so far. Don't see any damage to the house. But anything else, all the fencing. That's a lot of fences there to be fixed or replaced. There's a lot of time and effort now to tidy up the garden from the mess, from all the debris and the soil that's literally now everywhere. The learning part is what we learned, if unless it's screwed together, then it will be flying about. But even in this instance, obviously it's been screwed together, but it's just totally collapsed under the wind, and everything else. My little mini greenhouse is now broken, and the greenhouse now under danger still of losing more glass because it's still windy. We still got another day of lesser winds, but still the winds. But generally, it's very sad. It's very upsetting, guys, as you can imagine. No, it's not the worst as it could have been for many people. Some people lost their cars and houses with the roofs and the trees falling on them. So we been, well, I can say probably a little bit luckier than some, but nonetheless doesn't make it any easier. It still makes you really sad and upset, and have to be dealing with all that now. So nonetheless, I know people have this worse in the different countries. So anyway, my thoughts are with anybody who suffered with the damage. It's not a pleasant thing to deal with, guys, as you can really imagine. But that's that. So I just wanted to give you guys an update, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.